Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. We are starting off with season 16. I hope you're all looking forward to getting underway for this season. We have got a lot of new faces here today, Arthur. This is going to be a fun event. What do you think? Yeah, it should be a very interesting event. And I am certainly looking forward to this. Let's see who is going out there for now. On board at the minute with Saviero Piazza. And is going out for a qualifying session. Traffic is going to be insanely difficult here tonight, isn't it? Because this is a very small track with 23 drivers out there on track, which is absolutely crazy. Hi, Samuel. Welcome to the stream. So traffic is going to be insanely difficult here tonight. How do you think the drivers are going to manage that whenever they're out there on track? Ooh, yeah. Yes, indeed. Bear with us just a moment. Possibly another little technical issue. Um, uh, There we go. Wonderful. Sorry, Arthur. I had you muted there as well as the game.
No problem.
Technical issues. So yeah,
that's my skills.
all of those wonderful commentary skills. Yep, completely and utterly obliterated while I was distracted. Sorry everyone. And again, Arthur, it wouldn't be a Phoenix stream without some technical issues with it. So apologies to everyone, but we should be back now. You should be able to hear Arthur. And yeah.
I mean, it
that with technology doesn't mix well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, that was some wonderful commentary during that qualifying session. If we could just summarize, Miku was on pole, got beaten by Carmine, who just set a 53.757, and is now on pole instead. And Ivan close behind Miku, so Miku might not have it all his way this season.
Yeah, no, the reigning world champion from last season already. Okay, now he's about a 10th back, but it was nearly a bigger gap than that, which is fairly scary to see in these cars. Yeah, Melendez also not far behind, but that's already 2 cars in the 53s, which I personally did not really expect.
Yeah, for sure. That is some serious amount of pace. So pretty cool to see that. And yeah. Oh, Marcel down to 53.8, so 2 cars in the 53s. So yeah, I think we're in for an absolutely awesome event here tonight. And
yeah, exactly.
The grid is absolutely packed, which is going to be a bit crazy, I think.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, lots of cars very close together. In qualifying, you can see it on the timing tower. Some cars are separated by less than a 10th, other 2/10ths. So it will be great racing. And let's not forget they're in qualifying right now. Most of them are trying to be in clean air, not having any slipstream, because otherwise it might interfere with their lap, for example, a corner. So I think in the race we're going to see some very, very close moves, and also possibly a big crash at turn 1. As Melendez also in the 53s right now. Very interesting to see.
That is. Wow, so more drivers getting down into those 53s. So yeah, it's very competitive at the front then.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, right now we're looking at the reigning world champion Marcel Miku with his iconic livery. He ran something alike last season. And, you know, it has its charm. I'm not a big fan of the shade of blue personally, but it's iconic.
That's a controversial opinion.
Yeah, not a big blue guy. I'm more for either red or green.
Oh yes, it's hard to beat a livery with a nice red on it. In all fairness.
Yeah, dark green, British racing green in general brings a good amount of calm to the car compared to red cars, which bring that passion, that speed, that love. I don't know how to explain it. It's partially down to Ferrari influencing it, but when I race, it's usually with a predominantly red car, which is, yeah, second favorite color. I'll say it like that.
It's hard to beat, isn't it?
Yeah, Marcel Miku right now starting his final lap. Will he have the pace to beat GMA in this qualifying session? He's got a... Ooh. That's... As Melendez! Melendez on provisional pole right
now. Wow!
57.09!
My goodness, we're in the dying seconds of this session.
I was about to
it away.
calculate what the gap was between Miku and GMA, but no. Melendez thought, I'm gonna completely destroy your train of thoughts with a blinding lap there.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you very much. 28 milliseconds is the difference, which is absolutely insane.
I really hope nothing happens to them in turn 1 at the start of the race, because they're both, I mean not both, all 3 of them are so close together. as we're on board right now with GMA. Will he be able to challenge Ivan Melendez in this qualifying session right now as he rounds up the final corner, or bend because it's flat out? He crosses the finish line. He takes pole.
Oh, Carmine on pole. Wow, 53.637. What a lap that is! Absolutely incredible. My goodness.
I mean, wow. That's all I can say. Wow.
That was an interesting
a little more
session.
than half a tenth.
My goodness, so competitive. 72 milliseconds is what splits P1 and P2. And Marcel Miku not on pole for race 1. So this is going to be a bit of a challenge for our championship defender, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. And I asked him this at the end of last season, once he won the championship. Do you think you'll be able to carry on this momentum into next season? He said, I will try my best, but I think there's going to be much more new talent and other people I haven't raced with yet that could challenge me, and I think we're seeing it right here already.
Yes, indeed. I think this is going to be... this is going to go down in the ages, I think, as one of the greatest seasons that has ever happened, ever.
I must agree with you, man.
So, really, really looking forward to this.
I mean,
While we're waiting for everything to get back underway, yeah, looking forward to this one. Yeah, Zach, this is going to be awesome. And yeah, shout out to the guys that are joining from the Drive Lounge. Drive Lounge is a sim racing experience over in England. I hope you don't mind me saying it that way, Zach. It kind of makes sense, doesn't it? And 2 people are actually driving from that. So it is... interesting. It's a very interesting way to get into sim racing, where they don't have their own setup yet, but they are still able to join the session, which is very, very cool. So welcome to those guys, and hopefully they enjoy the event tonight. We're going to move back over to the screen. We should, I suppose, mention as well our sponsor, Acetec Sim Sports. If you are in the need for some sim racing gear, do check out Acetec. I use them myself, and they are my favourite brand personally. But we are about to get underway for race 1 of season 16. We're looking deep into Ivan's eyes right now, who's going to be thinking he's going to want to try and lead into turn 1. Green flag, and away we go. Carmine with a good start. Miku with a good start. Ivan struggling off the line. So down to P3 for the moment. And Perkins all the way up there as well. Perkins might actually be challenging his teammate as well into P3. And is that Saviero up there as well? A couple of spins in the background of someone. Another spin.
What a big crash there.
Yeah,
multiple
of incidents, unfortunately, down at the back. Looks like most people are getting through okay, though, thankfully. And ACTV not quite updating just yet. Miku trying to go around down the inside of Carmine, does get it done. We see just in front of us. Ivan, unfortunately, had to watch all of that happen as his teammate is well ahead. Getting up into the podium position. Interesting first lap there. There we go. A driving experience center in England. Pretty much sums it up as efficiently as possible. There you go. Check out Drive Lounge if you are in England. I personally got to visit them 2 weeks ago. It was great. So Jack Smith up to P3 as well. He's launched it all the way up there into that podium fight with Melendez and Perkin. What's happened to Carmine? Carmine has dropped down to P6.
Must have had an issue.
Yeah, did you see what happened? I don't think I saw what happened there, unfortunately.
No, I did not see what happened, but yeah.
So, unfortunately, Carmine dropping down to P6 at the moment. Has the pace, so I wonder can she pick it back up again, but for now, down to P6 and getting challenged. Daniel Ari in P11 right now, making moves on Harris. So Harris down to P12 for the moment. Daniel Ari up to P10. That is a good position to be in for the reverse grid. He would be on reverse pole, but probably wants to move forward and get even more points if that's all possible.
I mean, I must say, off-season has been so long because I forgot how good Marcel Miku is at race starts, and he showed it once again today. He's already up to P1 with Melendez right now chasing him. It will be difficult discerning whose car is whose because they're both blue and black.
Yeah.
Different shades though, I can tell.
It is, yeah, slightly different. But it can be a little bit difficult to distinguish the two sometimes. But Marcel is usually the one out in front, and he's leading right now on hard tires as well. So most people at the front there on hard tires. Blackman PP on mediums in P7. Carmine making it back up to P5. So Anna Maria Garanova down to P6 for now. But this would be a good result for Anna Maria, if I'm not mistaken. Usually would have been around about probably P8, P9 last season. Ooh, someone going off right there. Yeah, Anna Maria, P6. I think she'd be awfully proud with that result if she can hold on to that for now.
I must say I am surprised though that lots of drivers are on the hard tires right now, because it is only race 1 of round 1 right now. We still have a race 2 to go, and in my opinion, tire wear should not be that heavily here, especially not in these cars, as we see a bit of contact, because there are a few high strain moments for the tires, but they are also fairly manageable due to the long straights. So very interesting to see if the medium runners find an advantage at some point, or if the hard tire runners are just that much better strategy-wise right now.
Yeah, do you think it's just everyone being a little bit careful at the start of the season? You know, trying to start maybe nice and careful just to see where they can bank points. You know, or has the testing led them to believe that the hard tire is better? I tend to agree. It's a shorter race. Sometimes it's worth the risk, but yeah. What do you think?
I'm torn on this because I probably think right now it's down to testing. Because personally, I usually play it safe, especially with fuel. I usually end the race with too much fuel left in my car. But I think in this case, I would go for the risk because it's tires. I think they are fairly manageable here, but yeah, I mean, if they tested them out enough and found that this is better to run the hards right now, then yeah, go for it. As we see some cars.
Ooh, a couple of cars off there. Yeah, something happened there up towards the front. I think that was between Indirax and Wall. And that lets Tommaso Sorbi and Saviero Piazza up into P10 and P11. Both those guys racing with us in TCR last season and trying their hand out at Tatuus.
It's both very different series. It's great to see them stand outwards, and I must say, beautiful monochromatic liveries as he kind of bumps
a little
back
bit
off there.
But Peck was very slow out of the corner, so I wonder he might have to take a little bit of the blame for that, but would you count that as a bump and pass?
I mean, we didn't see the entire incident. I think for that we would need multiple angles, but it did look a bit dirty. You can... It's a corner exit where you put the power down, so your downforce amplifies there, so you should be able to make the move down the inside there, except if you already went wide yourself. So I think it could have been avoided, but probably not in their opinion, as we see some great slipstreaming right now.
Yeah, Foynian wanted to go down the inside at Luffield, but not quite brave enough to launch it down there. So backs out for now. Carmine absolutely flying in the 54.091 was last lap time. So we could see a battle here. Carmine catching back up to Anthony Perkin. And potentially then working her way back up towards P3. Oh, poignant! After getting very close to, was it Peck? Unfortunately dropping down to P16, so a little bit of a mistake after cops.
Yeah, exactly. I think for the rest of the race, as Chimet or GMA, I don't know how to pronounce it, made a mistake again because they dropped back 2.4 again. It's very strange to see because I was just gonna say that I think Jack Smith, Anthony Perkins, and GMA are going to have a battle for P3, but Marcel Miku lost the position to Ivan Melendez. What happened there?
And,
lap traffic ahead. Could that have influenced it?
Is it lap traffic? It must be. No, he's lost position to Schmidt and Melendez. So, while Carmine makes it up into P4, despite that mistake that you did mention, Marcel down to P3. So, yeah, a bit of a mistake from the championship defender right now, and back on the back foot.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I want to say the track's not that punishing. But yeah, mistakes can always happen. I think it must have occurred near Maggots and Beckett's because that's a place that can definitely catch you out on this layout. Yeah, very uncharacteristic from Marcel Miku. I doubt he'll be able to climb back up to P1.
Yeah, 2.6 second gap. He might be able to to battle Jack Smith, but that gap to P1 I think might be too big. Can Carmine get in there and potentially, you know, mix things up? It's
well,
hard
I mean,
to tell.
I don't really know Carmine as a racer, but I've already seen two big mistakes. I mean, we haven't seen them on camera, but we've already seen them drop back by quite a large margin 2 times already, so I don't see him clawing his way back up there.
Very good point. Yeah. So yeah, we've got to keep an eye on it. The gap is coming down though. 54.3, which is a good lap time, faster than Perkin. 54.8. Nova in the 55s. So yeah, just got to keep an eye on it. The Auto Technica guys, low 55s as well. So
yeah,
probably going to be holding on to P9 and P10 right now. That would be reverse pole 1 and 2, which would give them a chance to fight for some big points up at the top. Ooh, spin in front though.
Crash there.
I think that's blue flag.
Yeah, it must have been. We didn't see anything really change down the order.
Yeah, that looks like Philip Williams, I think, struggling in that crossover from Maggots Beckett's.
Up ahead, Marcel Miku is starting to catch though, it looks like.
Oh, yes, 3/10 of a
Ooh,
second. Oh, it's because of traffic! Oh, no!
Oh my god!
And was that the two?
What a jump scare!
That was. I think that was the 2 lapped cars that did come in contact. So thankfully it wasn't a leader involved. I think that was Drahos and Indurax, if I'm not mistaken, who are now P20 and 21.
They did nearly collect Jack Smith and Marcel Miku in the same maneuver.
Yeah,
that was scary.
That has put Miku now on the back foot. He is now 1.7 behind Jack Smith, and Carmine right on his gearbox as well. So Carmine could yet get a podium in this race.
Yeah, I must say, the livery reminds me a lot of Arrows back in the day, which looks great. As we see car go off there and a bit of...
Yeah, I think that was a little bit of lagging issues there. We were about to see a battle for P16, but unfortunately, a little lag, I think, has ended that battle a little bit early.
Interfere that much, the lag.
Yeah, it's forever an issue with league racing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's part of the territory. Yeah, because we play over the internet. I can play a role sometimes. And ooh, Carmine is in P3. What? Oh, Jack Smith.
Jack Smith had an issue.
Jack Smith,
He's dropped back to P5.
Ooh, what happened there? So
there's so much going on, we cannot even
there is. It's hard to keep track
follow
of.
what's happening, man.
We need about 12
Wow.
commentators for this. My goodness. So yeah, Jack Smith having issues, and putting away a podium. So Marcel Miku, damage limitation P2. He is going to hand the advantage now to his rival from last season, Ivan Melendez. And Carmine starting off the season potentially with a podium here as well. But oof, it's not an ideal start, as I think that is Sorby and Piazza both lapping a car. Holding in there for P9 and P10 at the moment, just playing the team battle as the looked like the blue flag wanted to battle back there. Ooh, Piazza going wide actually. A Harris behind is far enough back though that Piazza won't lose position. But for now, P10. And let's go Auto Technica boys. Yeah, the boys are doing well. A couple of big incidents at the start that looked like they got a little bit of damage, potentially getting involved in that, but you know, holding on P9 and P10 well now. And as I say, that is going to be reverse pole and reverse P2, which therefore sometimes you can end up getting a really good result from being in those positions. So from a team perspective, the guys are doing very well indeed. And Marcel Miku with the fastest lap of the race, 54.0. So he is lining up the screens. 6 minutes to go though.
Yeah, around 6 laps for him to try and catch Ivan Melendez up ahead.
Oh no! Oh no, Miku's won!
He's off!
What happened? We saw it while we were
Commentator's
watching.
curse, I
yeah,
think. Man.
yeah,
I was talking about how he had how he might have had the shot to go, but no.
I think you're right, because I think it was a completely unforced error, because I didn't see any other car around him, and yeah, just the car is completely and utterly dropped from under him, and down to P3, promotes Carmine up to P2. So yeah, but I think you're quite right. Literally, commentator's curse. I don't know what to say.
But I mean, it's also for this layout a very unorthodox way to take those corners, because usually you try to move to the curb, to the right, then to the left, to every curb just to maximize speed and thus also downforce. But here you have to stay to the left and have a very late and weird apex. So that could have influenced the issue, but yeah. Wow, P3.
So yeah, not the ideal defense. Although then again, Miku is just in his qualifying position, so has he really gained or lost much? It's hard to tell. But A. Harris up 11 positions, making huge moves in this race. The biggest mover so far, if I'm not mistaken. And then next it is Lachlan PP, up 6 positions in this race. Anna Maria Gurnova up 2 positions. So I think we'll be very happy finishing there.
If I was Harris right now, I would hope to get that P10. Because he probably started last, and then he's going to get a sprint pole.
Yeah,
not sprint pole, race to pole, but it's too far back right now.
That's right, that P11 is just so frustrating, isn't it? Because you know that, just one more position and you would have been on pole, but
yeah.
I mean, to start P11 here with the pace that he's had so far in this race,
still great.
You know, it's still good, and it still means he can get into the top 10 in the next race.
Well, I mean, he has shown right now that he's able to gain 11 positions, so what about 11 more later? As we see Sacker spun out.
Unfortunately, having a little bit of an issue there, and down to P20 at the moment. See, where's Peck at the minute? Peck potentially getting involved here in a battle. Although has to let the faster traffic of Carmine through. And I think that was Peck's rival, yeah, Daniel Ari, going a bit wide, so Peck up to P14, and should now let Carmine through nice and easy. There we go. And Carmine can go and lock down that P2.
They are not using a lot of the inside of the track there, though, even though the track limit's really allowed. I was racing the latest Formula Alpha 25s with some friends around Silverstone, and it's a place where you can gain so much time just by using those few millimeters of track there.
True.
So
Yep.
surprised they're not maximizing it.
Yep. Something like half a tire's width sometimes can cost you a tenth, if I'm not mistaken. So,
Yeah.
it's crazy how much just an extra couple of millimeters can gain you in lap time. Although a couple of drivers may be using a bit too much, as we see a couple of big puffs of dust.
It's clear Beckett is the battlefield of this
I think
layout
it is, isn't
today.
it? I think it is, and I wonder.
All the incidents are happening there. I mean,
Is part of that because it's such a different part of the track that everyone is used to? You know, everyone's used to the full GP layout, so that's where the biggest skill is coming in. Skill differences is coming in.
I think so, because in the full layout you have a bit more track to use, so to say, at those apexes, compared to right now. The part where you can kind of cut that apex, it's not the apex of the corner. The apex is much later, so the visual stimuli are not helping here. You see a beautiful move
Daniel
down
Ari
the
down the
inside.
inside. Yep, making it work
Wow.
just exactly as you say that, and Marcel Miku now. Ooh, Marcel having to go
Half
off
on the grass.
Um,
I think what hurts most for him here today is that he's setting fastest laps. He's still stuck in P3 despite leading at some point, so very unfortunate.
An excellent start to the race, but I think just an unforced error as there's a car rejoining in front of Marcel. Thankfully he gets out of the way so we don't get involved in an incident. Sorry, Zach. Loads of action there. I didn't get a chance to answer your question. And there's probably going to be more, actually, because T. Sorby about to get involved. Is there an end-of-season prize for the biggest bottles that I missed in the regs? There is no prize, but I'm sure we would probably snip the biggest bottles. I would probably be involved in the biggest bottles because that is a classic Maverick thing, isn't it, Arthur? Of
yes, I saw a
Maverick
car.
losing position.
Oh, I saw a car, I think, maybe spin out over the asphalt. Ooh, contact there!
Yeah.
Ooh, that nearly ended badly.
The teammates, Auto Technica teammates, swapping positions there.
As Melendez has won the race.
Yeah, so
We're even
Ivan,
missing the race win right now.
No, completely. It's too much action going on, and so Ivan does take the lead in the championship then, and Marcel Miku with not an ideal defense to his championship, but Carmine with a P2. Anthony Perkin then bringing it home P4 for. So those guys will take the lead in the team championship. Ivan Melendez and Anthony Perkin. Jack Smith with a pretty good start to the season in P5, and Anna Maria Gernova in P6. Sorby then was able to make it up to P7, so one of the Auto Technica boys then at least gaining 2 positions.
I don't want to be conspiratorial, but Piazza in the final lap did drop back from P9 or P8 all the way down to 10th.
Yeah,
so
I wonder did he get
did he play a technical game? Would be interesting to see though if he did it like that just to get that race through pole and then hopefully win. Because one thing we do know about reverse grid starts is a lot of chaos happens.
Exactly, and yeah, that pole is so valuable. But then again, you know, the race 1 points are so valuable as well, so is it worth dropping? It might have just been an incident. You know,
Could
but,
be,
yeah, either way, we are in for an absolutely mega race 2, aren't we?
Yeah. I'll take my statement as allegedly to not be admissible in a court of law.
Yes, indeed. Oh, and we have confirmed. Mav saw that guy flying lap 1, turn 2. That was me. The curse we discussed yesterday. So, yes, unfortunately, someone did get commentator cursed and went flying. I suggest it's probably better to keep your tires on track rather than flying. You get a little bit more grip that way, don't you?
Yeah. I also have a fun fact about something like that. There are more planes in the ocean than submarines in the sky.
That is
Same
very,
for cars.
very interesting as well. There you go. Yep,
The
you
more you
get
know.
the more you know, exactly. And thank you. That has just pushed out some very important information out of my brain. And yep, now I've forgotten how to do my IRL work. Anyway, so we're about to get ready for the next stint here. Let's just go. Looks like you've had an advert recently, so I can't even make you watch another advert, everyone. Don't forget, if you subscribe to the Twitch, then you won't have to put up with those adverts. And that helps support the channel as well, which we absolutely love. The more support we get, the more servers we can run, and the more racing fun we can have. But we are about a minute away from the second grid forming up. How far through the grid can Marcel get, do you think? This is the kind of thing that he's usually quite good at, actually.
I think it's all really dependent on the start, because last season with some smaller grids, you did see some very much slower guys start from pole, and then it caused some chaos. I think right now we have fairly high skill grade in the top 10. No, not to bash the other drivers, so they're still doing a great job. It's racing, of course.
Okay.
Incidents can happen that push you back, but I think right now we're gonna see hopefully some clean racing, but I think we're gonna see some nice battling the first 3 or so laps. Until then, the top 3 from last race are hopefully maybe again in the top 3 to continue on their battle.
No, for sure, but I think you're right. I think that this season the skill ceiling has increased quite a bit. You know, you're right. That's not to bash the drivers that are there now or that raced last season. Just that, you know, things keep growing in this series, and stronger drivers keep joining, and it means that Marcel might not have it all his own way. Yeah, he's going to have to fight for every little piece of track.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes races are also down to luck, something which I haven't experienced in my last few seasons of racing myself, so stuff can always happen. You can do 7 pit stops in a singular race and still gain position, so dream the impossible.
Is that the trick? Am I not doing enough pit stops? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so, man.
Yeah.
In
So
an
whenever
IndyCar league I'm running,
whenever I try to do
I
one
keep
stops, it's
pitting
not
too
enough.
much, and then boom. But yeah, lights are on right now,
Here
so...
we go. And away we go for race 2 of the season. And Piazza leads then through turn 1. As the rest of the grid all files through. That's looking very clean indeed, which is good. Piazza losing position. Down to... Whoa! Almost collecting the car in front. Not quite sure who that was. And it's one of the Perkin Motorsport boys down in the back. Unfortunately, getting caught out. I think that was a red. I think that might be Ivan, unfortunately. As Marcel Mikier going right the outside of Tommaso. Is that Tommaso or is Piazza?
I think that's Piazza, but what I'm asking is, he had such... What I'm wondering is, he had such a great start, lost 2 positions all of a sudden.
Yeah!
Got pushed back a bit, and then on the straight, it's like he has a massive sail on top of his car, just stopping everything.
Yeah, I wonder is he maybe using too much downforce? You know, or maybe just is a little too nervous in these cars. As we see another one in the background spinning around there. I think that might have been Beldage, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so Piazza down to P6 for now, and unfortunately his teammate down to P18, so yeah, a bit of a tricky start for Auto Technica here today. Lachlan PP launched it into P1 down towards Maggots Beckett, so Lachlan PP leading for the moment. Flanagan then in P2. Marcel Miku already into P3. Like we said before, Marcel is so damn good at these race starts, and although he's battling with Jack Smith right now, already to get back up into this kind of position is just incredible. Ooh! That Ferrari livery spinning around again, unfortunately. This is an epic battle between Marcel and Jack Smith, and
you
Ivan.
can see Marcel, just a quick comment, you can see Marcel go wide there onto the extra tarmac, but I also saw some grass there, so I think that might be what's catching these drivers out today.
That is a very good point, actually. That might be where drivers are struggling and ending up that the grip is just very different there to what they expect. And,
yeah. Melendez and Marcel Miku might be going side by side into Cobb's corner right now.
That's very brave.
Melendez leads now.
Oh, camera
from
change.
Marcel Miku.
Camera, please. Oh, the camera always takes too long to change. But yeah, Ivan, P3. But
they're
this battle's not
right
over.
here.
As Lachlan PP, I think, is about to get swallowed up by these two guys. As Flanagan
5
now
cars over there right now. Holy what?
Jack Smith's getting involved as well, and Daniel Ari, I think, is about to get involved in this too. No, he's a little bit further
I
back.
think it was very
I
smart
think
from Marcel
PP.
Miku. Lachlan off, yeah, fuck. Crud, I mean, I'm sorry for that.
Oh, that was about every
Family
single
friendly
swear.
broadcast, no, but I think Marcel Miku was very smart to yield there and not go too much into it.
I think you're right. I mean, you know, he's got the championship to think about here, and you know, just going absolutely full send is not how you win championships. So, yeah, I think he knows he's got the pace that he can be able to bring it here to Flanagan and Melendez for the rest of these here 15 minutes. So, no need to do anything rash. And in fact, he might very well have it now. He's going to be side by side
I think
with
he has
Ivan.
nailed the line there.
I think he has.
He has nailed the line. You can see him move so much faster through there compared to the other drivers.
Is that just carrying more speed on to that straight then, which allows him to get alongside drivers? I think that's why he's able to take that advantage. And he's going to go down the inside of Ivan. Can he make it stick? They're going to be side by side.
It's going to be a drag race into Cops, I think.
It is.
I mean, it is a high-speed track, Silverstone in general. This layout even more so. It's a triangle which has melted a bit. See, Marcel Miku back into P4. He's healing. He's not taking any risks.
Yeah, he's completely backed out of that. As Carmine sets the fast lap of the race. Carmine down into P13 at the minute, so had a bit of a struggle at the start of this race, but is the fastest driver on track. Flanagan, I think, completely losing it. So that is Flanagan probably out of this battle for now. And that's going to give Marcel a little bit of a look down the inside of Ivan. Brave to send it down the inside there. Can he carry it around the outside? No, that's a bit crazy. But Jack Smith...
Right here. He's gonna have to slipstream. I think every heavy braking zone currently he's lifting and coasting a bit, putting the pressure on his opponent, but saving the tires a bit for himself to then hopefully make a move later.
I think you're right. He's just trying to pick his moment at the minute. In fact, let's see what tires he is on. Jack Smith on mediums. So Jack Smith has taken the risk to go on to mediums. And that's probably why he is actually able to battle with these guys. He's got a little bit of a pace advantage right now. But it's not going to be long before that tire wear starts to set in.
I mean, right now, we're going to see it yet again. Okay, this time Miku is not very close, but he's still staying behind the other drivers, letting them do the work, letting them push, letting them wear their tires out, and then hopefully gaining from it. Right now, slipstream from 3 cars. What will happen?
Let's just swap over here just a moment to Piazza, who is battling with Perkin for P6 and 7. So Piazza has got everything dialed back in and is looking a bit more confident now, and is starting to battle his way back forward again. Oh no! As I said, come to your curse! No! Out of cops! The car just let go, and unfortunately, Piazza losing a bit of time, bit of a donut. And it's down to be 11, and
I mean,
that was my fault.
I think it might have been AstroTurf there as Jack Smith is P1 right now.
Yeah, because the car just seemed to just such a slow, lazy spin, and I mean, yeah, I think it was probably.
I wanted to make the comment earlier because I saw quite a few cars doing it. Once they go wide over the curb at cops, they straighten out the car as soon as possible because they go onto that AstroTurf, and once you touch that, it's, in my opinion, the worst piece of AstroTurf in the Kunos tracks, period.
From what I remember of it, I think you're right.
Gripless compared to other places.
Yeah. So you really do have to kind of straight line it. I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Even the exit of turn 1 at Spa is better in terms of AstroTurf than cops. Yeah, Jack Smith losing the position to Ivan Melendez right now.
Whoa! And he made contact with Ivan! And that's going to put Jack out of this fight then. So it's going to be now Championship Defender versus Championship Contender. Marcel Miku versus Ivan Melendez until the end of this race, I think. 11 minutes to go, and this battle is going to be absolutely titanic. Jack Smith losing position to A. Harris as well, so A. Harris up to P4, which is could be a great result for Aaron. I think he'd be very happy with that indeed. And well, he's got Jack Smith right on his tail as well as Fonyan as well. So it's going to be tricky, I think.
Ferrari livery car off again.
That is P20 if I'm not mistaken. I wonder, are those tires just completely cooked? Back to the pits for P20. Soft tires, I think that's why. As soon as you spin once in these tires, they're just on soft tires. Really are not the play for even these 20-minute races. They just wipe out too quickly, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. They're only really usable in a 20-minute race if you can save them at the best ability of your life. It's very difficult to do that around such a short layout with some parts that can deliver quite a bit of dirty air, which also then messes up your tires in turn.
It's not ideal indeed. Anthony Perkin having the absolute battle of his life here, and WND 4R. I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, no, I'm donezo. Got taken out twice, overheated tires, GG's. Yeah, that's the thing. As soon as you spin once, Anthony, and Drahos, going side by side there. Don't quite know what happened. This one was good though. Looking forward to the MX5 tomorrow. No, good. Glad to hear it. Make sure you do report everything that did happen, and let the stewards deal with those incidents. Piazza now gonna have a go at Drahos. Trying to get back into that P10 if he can. And Tawz.
Are we seeing a switch back there?
That's very wide at cops though.
Very wide, yeah. And, losing another position.
Yeah, Granova taking advantage there as well. And I think Carmine's going to as well. So Piazza down to P13. And a little bit of bumpies with Carmine, I think. Just a little bit of hard racing, do you think?
A little bit, but I mean, I think we're in the process of lapping right now. Or oh no, we're not in the process of lapping at this moment. Oh yeah, I mean that is a bit, you know, it's difficult to call it from that angle, but
Yeah.
seeing that much contact constantly happening, yeah, that's not good. But no, a joke I wanted to make about Piazza is I think he installed DAS on his car and not the one Mercedes used, but a drag activation system. Because
Yeah.
every time he's on the straight, the car just sacks back. Whoa!
Oh, that was
Max Verstappen,
huge.
Lewis Hamilton.
That was, yeah, that has, I think that sent Carmine, yeah, straight to the barrier.
Yeah.
So Carmine in the pits, that is heavy damage then, unfortunately, and that's probably going to be, yeah, out of the race, unfortunately, which is not great at all. So
It's very unfortunate to see, but I really want to see each and every single angle of that incident, because
for sure, that was
after a
very
corny
interesting.
choke, we were paid by 2021's biggest controversy, except for Abu Dhabi 21, you know.
Yeah, I think
Silverstone.
Abu Dhabi is the only bit that was bigger than Silverstone. Yeah.
Yeah. Then maybe Monza in the third place, but wow, what an incident.
Yeah, definitely something that's going to have to be reviewed afterwards. Yeah, but that is racing, unfortunately, isn't it? But the drivers do continue. Absolutely Perkin still fighting away for P8 here. This is a pretty reasonable recovery drive to be in P8 after what I think was a massive incident in Turn 1 as Backland PP, I think, getting a boot.
They had some contact though.
Inside did. This is a very aggressive second race.
I mean, it's clear Luffield is also starting to be a big battlefield right now, and Brooklands, you know, of course, comes along with that. They constantly keep banging wheels there. There is already a lot of room there with the extra bit of tarmac that's in light green there, but use it and then leave space. It's there so you can pretty much go 3 wide, not 2 wide, and then making contact, you know.
Yep.
Very sad
exactly.
to see, but it happens. Are we seeing bump drafting?
Ooh, that would be very
In this
interesting to see.
glorious open wheeler sport?
Yes,
wow.
I know, right? It's not very often you see
Yes, we saw some smoke
a
there.
little bit of, yeah, I think Secker and Wall coming together, if I'm not mistaken. Fighting over P12 for the moment. F Secker down to P16. Oh, yeah, a bit of a spin. I think that was on the Wellington Straight. And down to P16 for the moment.
Yeah, it's just a crazy good race thus far, as we see Foynet challenging Harris, one of the biggest movers in race 1 of round 1 earlier. Does he have a run down with slipstream right now? No, it doesn't look like it. I mean, I think the only cars where you can really have a slipstream right now with this gap is a maybe Formula 1, but of course these are Tatuus cars, so not that fast. But next spot for slipstream will be after Luffield here. Will he have it? No, he's losing a bit of time. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, Foynet might have to be happy with P6 here today. Maybe again another one that's using maybe too high downforce. You know, it can be very tempting to use a lot of downforce here, but if you use too much wing, you're just going to be so slow in the straights that it is you're almost like standing still as Perkin down the inside of Sorby. Did he get that moved on? No, he didn't. So,
no, not yet.
Sorby, but we know Sorby.
He does have black slipstream right now.
Yeah. But Sorby holding on to it.
Ooh. It's already looking. Oh! That's what that piece of the track is for. Thank you.
There we go. Someone's using all of the track that they paid for anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, if you pay for the track, you may as well use it, right?
Exactly. I mean, it looked scary, but it was beautiful. Against slipstream, I think for this track layout especially, you should set the car up to lift through cops. I don't think it's worth setting up all that downforce just to go flat there, because I think you're gonna lose it everywhere else, and it's clear almost all the drivers are lifting at cops.
I think you're right. You know, even if you're able to stay flat around cops, you know, you're not going to gain enough benefit down to Maggots Beckett's anyway. Especially if you do have to take a huge amount of wing. So, yeah, I think a slightly less downforce setup definitely is would be preferable here.
I mean, it's also down to only having 6 corners, some of them being flat.
Oh, Ivan has lost position at the front. So, Marcel Miku into the lead of this race with 3 minutes to go. Ivan had a 3-second gap, and that looks like a completely unforced error then. And Ivan down to P2.
Yeah, exactly. And Jack Smith also in the challenge now. We're having a 3-way battle for P2 with only 2 minutes and around 50 seconds to go. Who will come out on top? That's the real question.
Oh, it's hard to tell. It's going to be impossible to tell, I think, until the actual flag drops. Yeah, this is going to be quite the battle. Sorby making it past, and Perkin making it past Foynian. Tommaso Sorby up into P6. I think he'll be pretty happy with that position there today.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, debut in Tatuus, you know, and I think there's plenty more to come from the Auto Technica boys in this event.
Yeah, I think Piazza really has a short end of the stick right now, starting on sprint pole this race and now being P11, but
yeah,
racing happens. I think it's going to be a good learning lesson
for sure
for how the series works.
Yeah,
and whenever they're going to come back to Mugello much better.
I think
even though I sadly won't be there to commentate.
Completely agree. You know, it's whenever you debut into a new series, it is always a learning curve. You know, sometimes it takes an entire season even to really get up to speed. You know, but it's good to see them out there anyway, and you know, good to see them playing the team sport as well. It's good to see actual teams joining the series as well. While we've had teams be allowed to join for a while, we haven't had too many actual teams join and compete, so it is certainly good for the series.
Yeah, exactly. I think drivers should also best be encouraged to join or create a team, because what you can learn from other drivers within your team is so valuable. You can share setups.
Ooh,
as you see contact.
Yeah,
Sorby
and Perkin there, unfortunately.
Sorby
coming together. I don't quite know who that was. I think that was Sorby going a little bit wide, and then Anthony just not quite expecting him to not turn in. So, yeah.
We are entering the final lap of racing right now, though.
Who absolutely flown in.
At least now we have noticed it's the final lap, you know.
Yeah, this time. Yeah.
Jack Smith right now, short end of the stick in P4, no podium position
Harris,
as of now.
Harris dropping down. Sorry to cut you across you there. Harris was all the way up there in P4, if I'm not mistaken, and unfortunately down to P11 for now. I think still stuck as well at Luffield, so is dropping positions, unfortunately, very quickly. And that was unfortunate, because that was going to be a great result there for Aaron, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately, sometimes. But Marcel Miku is going to come across the line and take the win here for the second race. And that then does... that's the way he wants to start his championship defense, doesn't he? Ivan is going to have to settle for P2 here today, as Flanagan takes a P3. Jack Smith with a P4 arguably could have been better there today, but he'll have to be pretty happy with a P4. Foynant is going to take that P5. Sorby up to P6, I think, yeah, again, he'll be happy with that as well, but we'll be looking to move forward in the future. Lachlan PP into P7, Perkin P8, Mattia Dictore in P9. Piazza made it back up to P10 then.
Yeah.
A reasonable recovery for Piazza, but again, I think there's more to come from him, and I think we're going to see him up there battling for the rest of the season. Ewall in P11. That's a very nice livery for Ewall. Daniel Ari
Gotta love
P12.
cigarettes.
Yeah. Munoz in P13. Secker 15. And Drahos in 15. Not quite sure if Gurnova and Peck finished. If they did, P16, 17. And then a couple of DNFs as well, unfortunately, here today. Whew. Well, that was
What a
spicy.
race. What
Yeah.
what two races? I think
I
what
don't
I'll
know.
be most excited for this season is the title fight with Miku. He's right now P2 after round 1, which is still great. But I think following the Auto Technica boys, who were doing very great in TCR last season, I think following them develop in these open wheelers will also be very interesting to follow. Sadly, I won't be here next week for the Tatuus race, but I'll definitely be following it and keeping my notes up to date.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you'll have to write down everything that happens, and
Yeah,
then yeah, exactly. No, for sure. Yeah, I think we're in for an awesome fight. There's that team fight that's going to go on. I think between Perkin Motorsport and Auto Technica. Marcel Miku and Ivan Melendez are going to have a ding dong battle this season as well. Carmen come back stronger next race as well? Unfortunately, DNFing in this second race, but a very strong first race, which was awesome to see. Anna Maria did very well in the first race as well. Can she get back up there too? And yeah, quite a lot of stories. Too many stories, I think, to go through. I think that's going to have to cover us for now. But yeah, I think I certainly am really, really looking forward to getting back to it again next week.
yeah, exactly. I think it's a great track for a season opener because it's so challenging because it's so short and there's so little turns. So you really have to maximize everything out of it. But I think we're up for an all timer. If we can keep these numbers up also and have back markers in the mix to the disdain of probably the lead drivers, but to the enjoyment of us viewers and commentators to have some more challenges along with the races and such. I think it's gonna be great.
I think so, exactly. And I hope you're all looking forward to it. But as well as that, you've also got MX5 and TCR to look forward to tomorrow, as well as Assetto Corsa and or Assetto Corsa Competizione, rather, on Saturday, and Le Mans Ultimate. I hope you will join us for all of those as well. They're going to be absolutely fire. I certainly am looking forward to Le Mans Ultimate this week. It is Bahrain, so it should be very good fun. And yes, exactly, it is my fault. If anyone did crash today, it was Commentator's Curse, so please do blame me.
Well,
Uh,
I mean, I was also sadly part of it with
I was
Miku
going to take all the blame, but all right
losing the
then.
lead, so
But thank you
it's
very
on
much
us.
for joining me here today. And I think we'll probably wrap it up there today. So thanks for joining me in the comment box.
Well, yeah, I
And
mean, thanks for having me. Also,
hey, no
it's gonna
problem at
be
all. And
fun.
yeah, indeed, looking forward to it. All right, thank you very much, everyone. And we will see you next time. Bye.